We set up the demo in CE 23.2 Extended ECM. Our solution only captures released parts. I'll search for parts we want to publish from Teamcenter and confirm they don't already exist in Extended ECM. So I'm searching for an assembly that we want to publish. As you can see, the assembly doesn't exist here. I'm going to do one more search. Exist here either. Let's go into Teamcenter now. So this is our Teamcenter console. My Teamcenter is basically your homepage, and a nice feature is that any data that you create will get created under this homepage, so it's easily accessed and it's easy and ready to be accessed. Let's go into the ECN or the engineering change notice that I created for the purpose of this demo. In PLM, engineering change notice is used to release parts, and once they're released, we publish these parts into Extended ECM. I'll progress this workflow now to release and publish the parts. Let's go into the workflow. Now, as you can see, this is a simple workflow driven by the ECN lifecycle in PLM. I'm going into this action and I will approve it. And this action will trigger the data push into Extended ECM. But before we go back to Extended ECM, let's quickly look at the parts we just released and published. For the demo purpose, I created an assembly with 6 components, and here they are. Now if I go to the assembly, we've mapped a few basic attributes like the object description and the object name to Extended ECM. Now these parts also have attachments to them. As you can see, this assembly has a PDF, which is a viewable file, which will also get published to Extended ECM. Once these files are in Extended ECM, users can make use of these files, and I will demonstrate one such scenario. And there is also CAE analysis, which will basically generate a CSV file with the BOM structure, since this is an assembly part. Now, you can also download these files from a part. So you go to the file, and go to the named references. And once you select the file, you can either download it or open it. Okay. Now let's go back to Extended ECM. As you can see, we've customized this UI with the help of different widgets to help users easily and readily access the data. For instance, they can search for a document, or they can add objects to their favorites, or they can search for parts. So it's for our demo purpose, we have everything under one business workspace, which is the manufacturing vault. But if the client requires to configure this structure with, let's say they have class or subclasses or products, this UI can definitely be customized as the client requires. Now let's refresh the page and look for the parts that we just published. Okay, here's the assembly. Let's go into the assembly first. And if we go into the properties of this item, you'll see the basic attributes that did come over from Teamcenter, like the part number, the revision, the description, and so a few of these attributes can be inherited from the business workspace, or they can come from the Teamcenter itself. Now let's go back to the viewable files. So this is the viewable file that we just saw, and it got published to Extended ECM from Teamcenter. If you go into the information section, you'll notice that the part metadata is also attached to this file. So they can be file specific attributes or metadata, or they can be part specific attributes attached to the file. Now let's look at the CSV structure, the CSV file with the BOM structure. I'm going to download it. Okay, here's the BOM structure. So as you can see, there's the parent part along with the children components and revision sequence, and if there's quantity, it'll come over. So this is the CSV structure for this assembly. There's also the PDF, the viewable file itself. Since this is an assembly, we have the components with the quantity and the part number. So this is a basic viewable file. Okay, now this is an assembly. Let's take a look at the component. I'm just going to select any of the component. So there's no CSV file attached to this item because this is a component, but you do have this viewable file. And if you go into the properties, you'll see the metadata that came in from Teamcenter, like the part number, the revision, the description. So another feature we brought into this integration is the problem request or the investigation report. Let's say a user wants to request for a modification on a part and submit it to the engineering team. He can then go into the change notifications, attach a part to the problem report, and start a PR request. Now these PRs get created under My Assignments, or you can view them under My Assignments. You can have this set up in a way where any user can submit the PR and route all the PRs to an approver to review and approve them before submitting. So then the user will go into the PR, mark up the file with the intended changes. No changes are made to the original file, but the changes are made to a copy of it, and submit this problem report or the problem request to the PLM system. And then the engineering team from the PLM system will then review and approve or reject this request. Once the request has been approved and the part is modified, ECM then will release the part in the same manner that I just demonstrated. Users can also view all the problem requests in this simple web report. It's a basic web report. It shows the PR number that was created in the PLM system, the title of the PR, and the status of the PR. Let's say it's in review or approved or rejected, or it just got created. So whatever is the status of the PR in the PLM system will be reflected here. The part number that was attached to the PR. And as you can see, this part number is attached to 2 PRs. So this is the flag that is indicating that a part number is attached, or this part number is attached to multiple PRs. And under documents, you have the viewable file, and this red exclamation mark is the markup file with the requested changes that can be viewed under Brava functionality. This is a basic web report, but it can be customized based on client requirements, as well as the UI. This also can be customized based on client requirements.